Time to check it out, I guess.
Resident Evil.
The costume's been unlocked. Oh, there we go. Resident Evil 3 Joe. This will be fun. We're gonna play around a little bit with this one. I didn't really care for the Samurai Edge, but this one, we're gonna play around with this one for a bit. Question is, does it kill this zombie? It does. That's fantastic.
Barry! Thanks.
Curious though. What's in her item box then? I guess in the other gun and the key. Kind of funny if it canceled out the other gun. Didn't even use it. I think I tried it out yesterday and that was it. It's funny, he's dead, he's just laying there. Great. Although, wait a minute, does he get up as a Crimson Head at this point, since he's dead? Will it not burn the body? No, it won't. Interesting. How comes you get this rocket launcher here, but you get the crappy old retro looking one at the end of the game? You don't get this one. I don't get it. It's kind of funny. I don't think I need to pick these up in this way. Now there is a new game plus %. You can set on any difficulty and use any weapon you want. Just compete the game. So you can also do that one. I'm not doing that one tonight. But yeah, we probably would have shaved off a full hour had I not made a couple of wrong turns. Crazy. Excuse me. I save about a whole minute if I can actually not get myself all twisted around with the joystick. Anyone know where the closet is in this one? I'm guessing you can just change your outfit mid-game into something else. You don't get a different costume. Or it just eliminates it from this one, you just change it at the select screen. Like out here, I can skip all the herb pickups when I play again because I have so many health sprays at the end of the game. That I won't need them. Normally I get the shotgun here. I'm not gonna get that this time. I like the white shirt on the wall. Oh, this is fun. Kind of glad there's a category for this though. The other RE games I don't think have categories for New Game Plus. Wait a minute, where the hell am I going? Oh yes, dog. wait a minute. My better route would be to go this way. If I go this route, it would make more sense to come out and go this way. Granted, I won't be using the rocket launcher, but at least I know to go this way. And then you'll come back out and come back down this way and through this door. And then just take it right to the plant. So I had the patience and the ammo, I could do it this way. What's no zombie down here? Shit, a zombie right there. What the hell happened? Oh, well, not gonna complain. I can't find against that wall. Like maybe you could fit through that gap there, but no. Alright, so now we got that map. You. Right here. I didn't get the lighter. Son of a bitch. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna get the lighter. Get the music sheet, which is all on this end anyway. And then we'll come back and do that part. Get the key and come back all the way back here again. Get off the wall. Went a little farther than I wanted to. Because I want to see how this goes. Let's go until I die. Those ran in. The lighter's not in there. Lighter's over here. I'm thinking of the old one. Lighter's in that room. I messed it up this time. I have no idea. I actually have the dog whistle. There we go. There he is. Oh, this way's any faster. I think this way's actually slower. But it avoids a potential crimson head, so I guess it's faster. I'm curious if it takes Phil with one shot yawn. Probably doesn't. Cool if it did though. Oh, I didn't drop the handgun off. Well, that explains why I have not enough inventory slots. Yeah, we're gonna make a stupid trip for this. I'm gonna drop off the mask and a bunch of other stuff. Should be Crimson Head now? No, not yet. Interesting. No Crimson Head yet. Just in case. Like I said, play until I die. If I beat it again, I beat it again. If not, if I die, we'll switch to something else. Just have a little fun. They've used the rocket launcher in this one before. I was saying get some practice with the controls. My biggest fear always using infinite ammo is I'll forget how to strategy with actual ammo. Janky, janky, janky. Alright. Doing pretty good. Nope. I'm really curious though if Yon takes, if you can actually take him down with the one shot or not. Or if it's like the original, he takes multiples. I don't think he takes one in the original either. Guess we're gonna find out. Yep, one shot.
Thanks.
This is why we don't save him. That's it's up all the time. Okay, so technically 2 shots. Technically 2 shots. It doesn't get old. Although I'm disappointed they don't blow into pieces like in the original. Let's see here. We have, I think, did I put a mask in the trunk? So I got a bet. Yeah, put a mask in the trunk. That's a Crimson Head. That is not a Crimson Head. That's a Crimson Head. You can tell because they have claws. No, that's not a Crimson Head either. I've really never noticed the fact that you could tell before they even stand up. I did stick one in there. That was kind of rude, like suspense running, but it's kind of fun. I wonder how Lisa responds to this. If he like, if it actually knocks her down or something, if it doesn't do anything whatsoever to her. Curious. Oops. Definitely an easy way to map it out, I guess. Usually I take a try to beat Crimson Head, I should be prepared just to run right through here. Oh. It's funny, I could go damageless, but I think the only thing that's gonna hurt me are the damn snakes. They always bite me. Little mini snakes by the crank area. Maybe a little water drain. That'll be what bites me. I'm thinking about. I wonder what's gonna happen if I shoot her with this rocket launcher. Probably just gonna piss her off. Oh, it actually downs her. Stupid camera angle. You live, you learn. Yeah, it actually left the runaway note. What's up, Goat Lord? Oh, shit. You can pick your friends. You can pick your nose. Just don't pick your friend's nose. I have to remember those dogs aren't dead. Oh man. I think those little assholes are gonna bite me later. Going all this way without getting hit, and that's gotta be what hits me. You watch. Those little jerks. I thought that said bondage with blood. It says bandage with blood. Oh, you missed him? That was anticlimactic. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, you're supposed to think that's Barry again. I mean, I guess it'd make you think, oh, Barry just came back. Why would he come back? He has no reason to come back. It's all part of the grand plan to kill Jill. Also, over there's the suicide gun and the handgun ammo clip. And here is the control room key. I do like the fact that they gave her a cooler looking rocket launcher in this one. Doesn't get old. And the next time I do this rocket launcher free, I'll be aiming for 230, which should be shaving off a half an hour. And then we'll aim for sub 2. So the next time we do runs on this, that's what the goals will be. And I'm just messing around with New Game Plus. There is a New Game Plus category, so we're going to see what time I finish at. Get a baseline on that one. I'm gonna go for the bad ending, I think, just to save time and see how fast I can actually do it. I could go for the good ending, I guess, and see how. I don't think it matters the ending on that category, though. If I read it correctly, I don't think there's any good ending, bad ending, new game plus. It's just new game plus. Which is any difficulty. Infinite ammo can be used. This is on normal. Infinite ammo can be used, and you just have to beat the game. Suggested to do the bad ending for faster times. Suck if I have the controller key, wouldn't it? Here we go.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety. Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
Oh, for the love of freaking hell, dude. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold.
Oh, I got...
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Hang on a second. I want to make a stupid mistake and die here. I got sub 3 hours saveless, and I unlocked the rocket launcher. Got a 253 with no saves. So right now I'm just kind of doing a victory lap with the rocket launcher. Oh, no worries. I understand. I've been there. I've gone on days with like 1 or 2 hours of sleep, and it's brutal. But no, I got 253 and unlocked the rocket launcher. And I want to go this way. Yeah, this way. So now I see how fast I can do it with the rocket launcher. Just going until I die or I beat it, whichever happens first. And it was a milestone because in the remake of 1, I've never done it under 3 hours saveless before. So that was a first. We'll still have a lot of times I can save. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do in this game besides hard difficulty and real survivor and invisible enemy. I'm trying to think of all the achievements that are left. I think I've done almost everything. I guess I have to beat Chris's. If I want to do everything, I have to beat Chris's. And I hate Chris's campaign. I hate his campaign so much. I almost think I should put that on easy and just go through and see what the hell his route is. Well, so far I have no damage. Does that count? I haven't gotten hit yet. I'm gonna get bit by the little snakes though. They always bite me. I don't know how to avoid them. When I run back, the snakes are gonna bite me. The plant might hit me. Wait. That's where I got the gallery key. Now, granted, my 253 wasn't no damage, but I took a lot of damage in that one. This one so far I have not taken any damage, so there's that. At least I don't think I have. I don't recall taking damage. There's a couple key areas I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a hit, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be those stupid snakes. Maybe the plant. And I'm pretty sure this building inspired Marguerite stage in Resident Evil 7. But yeah, challenge runs like no like knife only runs I will probably never do because I like my sanity. I don't want to frustrate myself on that one. But there's also good practice of the route I need to run. I can improve it so when I go back through the normal standard new game run, I know exactly where I need to go. If I can get to the plant with more ammo, I won't have to do the V-jolt. There we go, that's my hit. Oh yeah, missed him. There's my second hit. She can't aim it up enough high enough, that sucks. Right, you go this way. There you go. Oh, there goes no hit. Top 3 RE bosses, Tyrant, Yawn, Crimson Head. In what measure? Are we talking Yawn in this one? Oh, top RE1 bosses. Tyrant, oh, the helipad Tyrant, where he goes running after you. It was a little more stress-inducing. Yawn, yeah, for the remake. This Yawn over that one. I don't like the Yawn in the original. He's kind of easy. And Crimson has a pretty cool character. Oh, stupid camera angles, I swear. Yeah, last stage, yeah. Oh, so I always do that for some reason. I don't know why I do that. Now here's where she's gonna get bit. You watch. I mean, I figured the plant would have bitten her, but the plant was sprayed her, and he did. Shut up, Brad. Nobody likes you. Oh, that's the big RE4 remake, was that the fact that it was a VR remake only? Really? Well, that's disappointing. I don't think of RE Code Veronica a remake. I doubt it. I have a feeling they will not touch that one. These stupid things. Yep, there it is. Every time. Usually they bite me twice. Why doesn't he bite me once? I'll have to put it on caution. I just hope they won't screw it up if they did do it. I feel like, you know, in Code Veronica X, at the end when Chris is fighting Wesker, I feel like Capcom will be inclined to put a lot of QTs in there. That would irritate me so much. But yeah, Code Veronica definitely would be a neat one. I like that one. I just feel like that would... I don't know, it doesn't get enough... I like playing it. It's just one of the harder ones, in my opinion. She didn't aim right away. Yeah, I think it's because of the difficulty, but I feel like it has a different feel to it than the other ones. Gonna reset that other hunter. It has a different feel, which doesn't help it. I could drop this crank. Actually, no, wait. I don't need to drop the crank. What am I talking about? Yeah, I feel it's also kind of slow to get started. I mean, it starts off with like a high action scene, and I feel like it kind of like moves kind of slow. Nothing against it. But it takes a little bit to get rolling. Once you get into the story, and like, I always had trouble. I've played it a few times now, and the problem for me is the map doesn't click. Like in the original 1, 2, and 3, the map clicks and it's easy to memorize, and then, you know, you get your bearings pretty quick. I feel like in Code Veronica, you don't get that easy. Like back when the GameCube got this as a remake, I thought for sure they were going to maybe do 2 and 3, but I think the problem was, since it was exclusive to GameCube, I don't think it sold as well, so I guess it didn't really entice them to attempt the other ones. It's my humble opinion anyway. Because then, I mean, they did 0. But then when they put this on other platforms, it did well. So I wonder if we're gonna get on, you know, time of day to actually sell. Like if they remake, if they put this on PlayStation 2, would they remade 2 and 3 at that moment in time? my big question. Yeah, Code Veronica's not huge. I mean, it's big, but I don't think it's as. I think it feels bigger in the head than it does anything else. It's not like it's huge in the sense that it's too much. I think it's just the way the rooms and I don't know the way it's set up. I think it's harder to really. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, you can't compare it to other RE games. It's very different than all the other ones. Sounds odd to say, but it is different than the other ones. I mean, I like what Capcom does. They try something different with every Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 0 was different. 1, even the remake of 1 was different than 1. 2 and the remake of 2 was different. 3 and the remake of 3 was different. Code Veronica was different. 4 was different. 5 was different. 6 was different. 7 was different. And I predict 8 will be different. No one RE game is the same as the others. I wish you could like run and swipe with your knife. That would be nice. Instead of having to plant your feet to swing a knife. That'd be nice. But no, they don't give you that option at all. You got not touch energy right there. I think I need. Okay, I need the. Do I need the gems? Yes, I need the gems because I need a stupid emblem key to get the stupid little emblem thing, so I can get the frame and be able to get to Lisa the second time. So I don't have enough inventory space. Yeah, if it remade it, I'd still play it. If they butcher it, I'll still play it. I think I'm gonna go this way. I don't think I unlocked this. I don't think I unlocked this door, did I? did not. Nope, didn't get him. Where am I going? Item box. Right? Let's go this way. The item box that's over here. This would be better suited for what I need. Went the wrong way again. Like, I felt like they kind of messed up a little bit on the second one. I don't think the second one was perfect. I really don't. I hated how they did X in both scenarios in Remake of 2. I hated that they didn't have them really connecting like they did in the original. But then again, I went back and played the original, and maybe they didn't connect as much as I thought they did. So there's that factor. Like 3 Remake, it's a lot of hate. Like, I don't know, they re-envisioned it. I mean, it was... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like the remake, but I liked it on its own. I don't want to compare it to the original because the original is different. It's like a retelling of the same story, or a new adaptation of that same story. Like, this one was different from the first one. They modified a bunch of things in the second one. And the original one wasn't very long. The original 3 wasn't a long game. I think what really stung with people was the fact that it wasn't, in today's modern age, a game that its length should have been cheaper. And the problem was, like, I think when the original PlayStation 1 version of RE3 came out, it wasn't a full price game. It was like 30 or 40 bucks when it came out. So I think that's what really stung with people. If it was like a $30 or $40 game, I don't think people would have been as upset about it. To be honest. I think it was the fact that they tried to sell it for a full price game. And since then they've had drastic sales on it, so I don't know. But I don't, it's one of those things you really don't want to compare it to its original parent. Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, I'm tempted to go for the good ending, but I don't want the good ending. So I'm gonna skip the disc. Stop it. Whoa. Run. One rocket doesn't kill him? Okay then. I shot him in the freaking mouth. Yeah, I mean, they eliminated stuff, and I feel like they consolidated some things, like, you know, the interior of the clock tower. Yeah, they got rid of that. Yeah, it's just a courtyard battle, and that was all you had. But then they increased. I feel like they increased the size of the hospital, and you both get to explore the hospital. It's different. Maybe it made more logical sense that he takes Jill to a hospital, not a chapel. No worries. I think I need the red one. Like, I wasn't upset about that. It was after going back and playing the original, it's a tiny, tiny piece of the entire game. I mean, it's a very small map. Oh, come on, you're not gonna... Come on, chop. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think anything here. I like the dodging in it was cool. I feel like that they definitely did more of a story-driven narrative in that one, which is kind of like pushing you through the story versus like doing any sort of exploration. Which again, the original really didn't do a lot of that. The original was well, kind of the same, except it gave you the choices like, hey, do you want to do this or this? And you jump off a bridge or you push Nemesis off. Creates two different paths to go through. You lose all that. What I liked in the original Resident Evil 3, at least if I remember correctly, you can mash the buttons enough and actually get the zombie off you before he can bite you sometimes. In the remakes of 2 and 3, you're guaranteed a bite if they grab you. That I kind of didn't like. The fact of how strong they were and how much of a bullet sponge they were, which also drove me crazy. Super, yeah, I don't think I've ever used Carlos's punch. I don't know if he even had a punch. Is that unlockable or something, or you just have that by default? Like, I know the dodge, like, you can, like, dodge out of the way and, like, slows things down, but... I remember I scream and punch. It's funny, the two spots I thought I'd get damage, I got to damage at those two spots. The plant and these little assholes. Armor poison. Seriously. Yeah, I actually go back and look at that. I don't recall that. I played through the remake one time, and then when I did it, I actually went through and I didn't go back through with Jill. Back to the hospital. I just went down below. I'm like, screw it, I'm going down. So I missed like the Magnum and all that fun stuff. Didn't really need it, but I totally didn't pick it up. The lab area in Remake of 2 was interesting. I'll give it that. What's my... Okay, I'm still fine. I think if I don't save Chris, I don't have the helipad fight, right? Yeah, that part kind of drove me kind of crazy, but after playing through it and start getting into the scenario B, he shows up at different points, which is satisfying in that regard. But having him in both scenarios was kind of a odd one, at least to me. I like the original where you didn't the first player, the first scenario didn't have to deal with it. The second player scenario had to deal with it. But like the part where we put the fire out and he lifts the helicopter up, it's the same point. For example. But yeah, as I was going through it, there are enough differences in scenario B that made sense. I need to see if I'll get an herb. Let's get rid of this stupid gem from my inventory box. Do I have anything to heal myself with? Nope. So I'm playing until I beat it or until I die, whichever happens first. Yeah, yeah, give it that little extra time there. What I found interesting was like when you run to the police station, you originally ran through like the basketball court and all that stuff and the bus. Well, you don't go through that stuff until that's weird. You don't go through all that stuff until you run to the orphanage and X is chasing you. It's funny if like if D bite me. Surprise! Yeah, that Chief Irons scene was interesting. It was kind of cool because it was better than like Sherry having to outrun dogs or something like she did in the original. It gave Chief Irons a little bit more creepiness to him as opposed to just being some weird guy in an office chair with a dead woman on his desk. I mean, he still had her, but Put on tie here. Always worry about this part. Even in the original. Cue Indiana Jones music. Don't need to go up there. I forget who she was. Was he waxing her? I think it was like the mayor's daughter is who it was. Yeah, it was mayor's daughter. And then it's funny how all the high profile people have a daughter in danger. And Resident Evil 4, it's the president's daughter. Except you save her. It was stuffing her. Yeah, I'm kind of relieved that they did that because I was hoping they would probably just end up screwing it up or making people unhappy with it. Because everyone's like, 4 doesn't need a remake. And 4 really didn't need a VR mode. Oh shit, I mean to do that. Four didn't need a VR mode. I mean, 7 has it. They should take their time and put it in 8, not 4. That makes the least amount of sense. Oh, while they're at it, I want to make a VR Mega Man. You know, a game no one's asking for. I think I ran off the frame. She's gonna spin. Oh, maybe not. Aha! 4 for 4. It's not even in the hole. My only gripe before was the QTEs. I really didn't like the QTEs in there. I mean, they were fine to a point, but that whole fight with Krauser, and the whole knife fight, really ticked me off when I played it on the GameCube. Because I remember playing it, and like you die a few times, and it changes the buttons. Like it's not the same pattern of buttons. Like it would be like, you know, L, R, you know, Y, and then you die a few times, and then instead of L, it's A. Like, what the... How fair is that? Maybe they fixed it in their renditions when they re-released it on other consoles, but at least the GameCube version, the buttons would shuffle on you for those QTE events like that. Some of them were pretty set, but when it came to like this, like the, I don't think the lengthy ones, no. Yeah. Mashing X to run. Yeah. Like, do I really have to? I can't just make me run and maybe avoid something instead and no, mash the button. It's just, what I don't like about them is that they're so punishing, is that it's instant death if you screw it up. Like, oh, you didn't press it fast enough. Oh, pancaked by a boulder. Seems like a fair punishment. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's funny. It actually downs her. She doesn't drop anything, apparently. It was just a tease that they really thought of the boulder situation. They throw back to like, okay, here's how annoying the boulders were. And they give Chris that Superman punch to knock it off a cliff. I guess it's like when they, you know, that motherly strength when your child's in danger, you get like that extra boost of adrenaline and you can like, you know, lift the car. He wanted to save Sheva. I don't know what it is, but in Resident Evil 5, he kind of reminded me of, like, his face anyway. He kind of reminded me of Paul Walker, but Paul Walker with Vin Diesel's body. Stop it. Like, if they put Paul Walker as Chris in the movie, wouldn't have thought any different of that. Like, yep, kind of looks like him. Still taking way longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna laugh, this takes longer than my actual run did. There's no way I can. I took way less. Picked up way less stuff and went to way less item boxes and went exactly where I needed to go each time. Wouldn't surprise me. Who knows? Maybe Chris is a clone. I never played the DLC for Resident Evil 7, so I don't know. Oh, son of a... It would be interesting if you saw Wesker in 8, though, wouldn't it? I just hope 8 doesn't, like, go weird and end up turning into, like, Doom at the final stretch of the game. That's the only thing I worry about. Yeah, I remember seeing that in the trailer. I'm trying to avoid a lot of stuff, but I did remember seeing that part. Look at this orb over here. Pick the damn thing up. Yeah, and then, I mean, Chris, I mean, there was a quote-unquote Chris Redfield at the end of 7. It wasn't Chris, obviously. But it makes me wonder. I'm sure there'll be some kind of twist with it. I'm anticipating some twist because they're kind of painting Chris as like this, you know, rogue person who's possibly the bad guy, which I don't think he's probably the. I don't think he's the villain at all. Or he's infected and he's trying to fix himself. I don't know. It'll be interesting how they'll plan that out. There's a lot of characters in that one, a lot more key people, I think, than the previous one. A lot to keep up with. Yeah. Kind of like that. And like, yeah, when you had to rip that thing off her chest and she was fine. I can't remember in this one. If I save Barry, does it count as a good ending? Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things like, well, guess we'll find out. Just a few more weeks, right? I'll probably do the first official playthrough like offline, just so I don't get trolled by spoilers and people trying to jump in chat and ruin it for people. And then people did it like Last of Us 2 and such. If I do a second playthrough on stream. I just recall people jumping in chats and Last of Us 2 and trying to ruin that for people, and people like to ruin things for other people. I'll probably still record them, like I did with the Doom Eternal stuff. I'll probably still record it and put them up, so if you can see the gameplay, but I'm probably not going to live stream it, unless there's a overwhelming desire to see me live stream it, but I played both Last of Us games, yeah. Not on stream, but I've played them both. Yeah, I like them both. And then when I hear the series coming out, I'm like, well, the series is, I want to stream it. I might stream Last of Us 2 when everyone's doing Resident Evil 8.
You're alive. Thank.
I thought I was thinking about doing that Last of Us 2 while everyone does Resident Evil 8, just because of that. You're not gonna hit it, Barry? Thanks, Barry. Jackass. There we go. There's a first, probably. Just shoot her off the edge instead. You avoid a whole cutscene. Pro strats. Wait a minute. Oh, my damn medals. All that excitement. I didn't grab my medals. Yeah, I shot her off the side. I shot her off the edge and she fell. And that was it. Yeah. She lost her balance and fell off the side. And that was it. So yeah, you can knock her off. And then I just did the last 2 stones, and it opens the gate and you go. There's no cutscene. Well, we're gonna grab this because reasons. I'm guessing the grenade rounds would knock her off too. With the rocket launcher, knocks her off. I didn't know you could actually knock her off. Go figure. I learned something new. You still have to push the stones off. Kind of feel bad for her now. She doesn't get her mother's skull to go jump down the hole with instead. I wish I would have remembered the medals. Would make this a little more appetizing, or a little appealing. Appealing. Yeah, but I shot her and she fell off the edge over here. Not sure if you want to waste ammo in a real game to do that, but I'll have to go back and clip that. This guy's great. Just gonna get rid of this. I still have to come over here for this with the for the control room key. I would laugh if he if he rolled down the stairs like a rag doll when you shot him down. That'd been hilarious if they added it in there. Possibly. But I would laugh if they added the animation where they fall down backwards and roll down the steps. That'd be great. Instead of just laying flat on the stairs. Falls down as his limbs start falling off as he's falling down the stairs. Well, I'm curious what time is going to be because I'm like, according to my stream time, I'm probably going to be about the same time I was when without the rocket launcher. She put the wrong password in the computer. Let's try to sound like tofu. Where am I going? Control room key. I remember the tofu mission in Resident Evil 2. Hardest freaking thing there ever was. Yes. Yeah, just a couple months ago, I played through Silent Hill 2, 3, 4, 5, and Downpour. Well, I should say Homecoming. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, Homecoming, and Downpour. Started into the first one, but never finished it. But yeah, I've played them all. I want to go back and play them at some point as well. I'm sure in October I'll be replaying everything. Resident Evil, Silent Hill. I think I need to go through here. Let's just use this key. Silent Hill 2. Top 3 favorite. 2, 3, and Homecoming. This way. In that order as well. But yeah, number 2 is my favorite. Also, I'm partial to that one because that was like one of the first Silent Hill. I played the first one on PlayStation 1, and I played the second one on PlayStation 2, and I was more partial to that one. Kind of holds a special place. I still have I actually have the original PS2 disc of it. Wait, get the damn fuel capsule. I forgot this last time. This cost me a bunch of time because I forgot to grab the fuel capsule and ran all the way there without it. But yeah, and then The Room was interesting. I played through that one. They all had an interesting twist to them, and I feel like Downpour could have been a good one. I like the story in Downpour overall. I feel like they could have told a little bit differently, and if they would have used the template from like Silent Hill 2 or 3 or even Homecoming as far as like the combat system, would made the game way more tolerable. And if the voices didn't sound like they were recorded in tin cans, would have really helped it. Yeah. And then he sees her and he has to forgive her and all that. She forgives him all that stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Hope that doesn't turn to a Crimson Head and kind of SOL. I just can't run. I can fire my weapon though, I think, right? Just can't run. I will say, but with the original voices, he sounded kind of slow, if you know what I mean. Are you Maria? He is asking everyone. We kind of had a little running joke when in the chat when that was going on, asking everyone if they're Maria. Are you Maria? Don't you remember that videotape we made, James? I like the music in it. I like the story in it. I like the enemies in it. I don't know. Okay, you're not a Crimson Head yet. Just overall, 2 was the best one. I like 3. 3 was more, I guess, closer to the movies. This maybe the Silent Hill 2, the movie, if I recall. I think it was closer to that. And then the movies, I didn't mind the first one. I didn't really like the second movie. Yeah. But, like, she wanted it, though. She was fine with it. She asked him to. He was just giving her her wish, was he not? If I recall. Yeah. And then she was, the daughter of the guy from the first one. Yeah, the guy from the first one. You kind of find, you get to see what happened to Harry in that one. Oops, that's not, yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. And then, yeah. But yeah, I like the. I don't know. I like that. I guess like all of them. I like the puzzles way more in Silent Hill games than I do Resident Evil games. I feel like their puzzles, the puzzles in Silent Hill made you think more, made you investigate more. After you play Silent Hill, Resident Evil's like puzzles. I've also played the Evil Within games. The second one was my favorite out of those two. Evil Within was a fun one. Oh wait, I need to hit the button. Wait, I hit the button. I think we are done. Yeah, we're done the game. It makes you feel like a genius. Because sometimes it's like you'll find a safe, but you have no idea where to go find the combination, and the combination is somewhere.
Jill.
And then each difficulty had different solutions. If you put on easy, the solution wasn't the same on normal, and the same one wasn't the same on hard. At least in the second one. The second one had 3 different solutions depending on difficulty level. Yeah, Evil Within 2, Evil Within 1, I liked it until it turned into like Resident Evil 5. But I felt it was a lot harder. But the second one I felt, I don't know, I like the second one overall just better. I played through that one on the hardest setting on my first playthrough. And I unlocked the brass knuckles in that one, which was fun. That was a lot harder though, because if you play on hard, some of the areas there's that stupid little witch thing, the one with the little knife that can like kill you in like 3 hits, is everywhere on the hardest setting when you first play it. Yeah, I like the end of the game too, how they did the transitions and stuff. It was kind of neat. Yeah. You actually had to manage your inventory in that one. Of course, I guess you had to manage it in the first one, but what I liked in the second one was they didn't arm the enemies. Like, you didn't have to face people with rocket launchers or chainsaws. But yeah, definitely enjoyed that one. Now, I do want to stream that one at some point. I do have that one on my list of games I need to get. I have a whole list of games I want to get through. Whoa. I think this took longer than my other playthrough. I don't think it took 253, although I'm almost at 5 hours. Probably took at least 2 hours. Stop yelling at me, Barry. Yeah. I really wish they'd make a third one, but I don't think they'll make a third one until they have a good story to tell. Like, they kind of left loose ends from the first one. Because what's his name in the first one got away. You see him walking off, and you mean in the second one he gets his ending, but I mean, just I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you still have to fight him? Okay. You have to fight him regardless. Who knew? Now you know. I guess if Barry dies and Chris dies, then I guess it doesn't matter. I think it gets set no matter what, but I think if everyone dies, I think it's fine.
Yeah, my wife and kids. They always wait up for me. Even today, my eldest daughter. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. He's alive. I just know.
I mean, pieces of him might be still alive right now, but he ain't happy. Maybe he punched his way out of there. Maybe Wesker saved him. Chris Cannon. We don't need him in the story.
Jill, you did a fine job.
Oh, there you go. Sub 2 hours. It was almost an hour faster with the rocket launcher, but damn, still.